What's good, guys? It's Barca Reacts. Today we'll be talking about Barcelona's huge midweek game against Paris at the crib in Montique. And then also we'll be talking about a little bit of Clasico next weekend. Let's get into it. Well, first I want to address what happened against Cadiz on the weekend. And we saw a lot of rotation from Xavi. We saw Yao Felix start. We even saw Vitor Roque start. I mean, obviously Lewandowski was suspended, but he doesn't usually play too much. Fermin played. He could have scored. He was cleared off the line. It was good defense from Cadiz. We saw Ferro and a lot of guys play that don't usually play. Marcus Alonso, Oriol Romeu is not really a rotational player anymore, even. And it was just good. We saw Yao Felix with the excellent goal, bicycle kick, and that's what we can see from Yao Felix. He is a quality player. He just needs to be more consistent. But he's provided a lot of moments because against Mallorca, or was it Las Palmas, and then now in this game, Cadiz, we saw him against Porto. We saw him against Atletico both games. This guy's actually had a lot of moments and decisive goals and assists. But the problem with Yao Felix clearly is the consistency. He's a great player. I would like to keep him, but not for like 70 mil. If they can say 35, I'll keep him, honestly. And I want to talk about Ter Stegen because last night's defense was pretty good, but he had to make a great save at the end. He made another one early on too. He's honestly like getting in form, and that's huge for us because against Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo, all these guys, Usman Dembele, we need him to be shot stopping, and hopefully he comes a huge. Well, we don't want to rely on him too much, but we need him to bail us out most likely at least once. And now I want to talk about Xavi and Oscar Klopp. His life's looking a lot nicer at Barcelona. 13 games unbeaten with 10 wins and 3 draws. Xavi's definitely improved the form of this team. This PSG game is huge because it doesn't really matter if he loses against PSG, then we have nothing really to play for in the season, realistically. But if he gets it right and the players show up against Paris Saint-Germain, then he actually has a chance of lifting some silverware, European silverware too. And then Oscar Klopp, I want to talk. That's his nickname in the dressing room. He hasn't lost 7 wins out of 7. That's actually kind of crazy. Some of it has been slight wins, but he's the assistant coach, man. He probably knows these players less than Xavi. You'd assume that they won't have as much respect or run harder when, you know what I mean, when Xavi's out and Oscar Klopp's coaching, but he's got a perfect record. It is kind of impressive, Maybe Xavi takes one more red card in La Liga and let this guy see. Let's see if he can do 8 for 8. And I just want to talk. The squad looks really united. Um, it's awesome to see against Paris, the first leg. It was a great match to watch. I just hope that we continue it. I really hope that the defense is united. I hope that the midfield is united, with Christensen out. That's a huge one. We need to make up the groundwork. We outran Paris in the first leg, but it doesn't matter if we don't go through. In the second leg, we got to do it again. We got to show quality. We got to take our chances. Lamine Yamal, we got to help him out if Nuno Mendes is doing the business on him. Maybe take him out, put in Felix. I'm not sure, but Xavi's got some decisions to make, and the crowd, they have to be up for it. PSG, their crowd was actually pretty good, but we just silenced them with the first goal. We can't let PSG silence us with the first goal. We need Montique to be absolutely bombing, going crazy, and we need this atmosphere to be crazy because even Usman Dembele is coming back. Everybody wants to, you know, show him what's up. And let's move on to the opposition, the dangerman of PSG and the dangerman of Real Madrid. PSG, Kylian Mbappe, he can obviously come up clutch, whenever you least expect it. Look at the World Cup final. That game was 2-0 and then it was 2-2, literally within 2 minutes. That's crazy. Kylian Mbappe, we got to keep him quiet one more time, guys. That's about it. And then Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo, I could have even included in the picture. But these guys are ballers, bro. These guys are really, really good players, and our defense has to step up. Our midfield has to support our defense. Our attack has to defend from the front. We can do this, but everybody's got to be dialed in. And that's the problem. When everybody's got to be dialed in, that shows you the brilliance of these guys. And if only we had one of these guys on our teams, you know what I mean? But Kunde and Araujo. That's what I really want to talk about. These two, they're the last line of defense mainly. You know, Kubarsi too, but mainly it's going to be these two guys. Kunde, he's actually in some really good form. Araujo is picking up too. I think these guys are arguably the best in their position. Like they're probably top three each in their position. They've been playing really good, and they just got a tough task because guess what? This was the best players you're going up against now. Can you deliver? Come on, let's see it, Kunde. Let's see it, Araujo. I think they can, but they have to. That's the reality. It doesn't matter if they can and they don't this week, because this week's a huge week in our season. Let's be honest. And last but not least, everybody's talking about the defense, Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Kunde, Araujo, rightfully so. But Robert Lewandowski, we signed you for the big occasions. You have the third most goals in the UCL. Can you deliver on the night? Can you deliver on the occasion? Can you deliver in El Clasico? We need the big players to step up because Messi could do it for us. Suarez could do it for us. All these good players could do it for us, you know? Let's see if you can do it for us. You can, you proved it, but you need to prove it in our shirt. You know, you proved it in a Bayern shirt. Everybody doesn't doubt you in there, bro. But now it's time to show up, man. I think he can take his chances. He's been playing really good in the first leg. He did really good. Even though he didn't score, he did basically everything else a striker you want him to do. And let's see if Lewandowski gets back into the goals. And that's about it. I think it's I think the prediction I'm gonna go with, you know, it's tough, but I'll honestly go. I'm gonna go with a draw. I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw. Hopefully we win, and I'll talk about the El Clasico in the next video soon. See you on the next one. Peace.